HooHooHooRobin.
I saw the Will Ferrell lookalike guy yesterday at the Museum of Natural History in New York.
That's
and I creeped him out by accident.
The Will Ferrell lookalike guy is Chad Smith from
Red Hot Chili Peppers. A great drummer, and we've talked to him over the years here and there. We get into this elevator, just packed. There had to be 20 people in there. And I was like, he was facing the door and I was behind him.
Yeah.
I was maybe 3 feet away from him, and I'm the only one that recognized that it's Chad from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Chad!
A lot of people think it's Will Ferrell, because they certainly look alike. And my brother was face to face with him near the elevator door. So my brother was probably 2 feet in front of his face, staring right at him, but doesn't know who he is. So I decided to I couldn't help myself, so, the elevator's all quiet, and I just go, big fan. And then he thought
that's kind of creepy.
But what made it even creepier, he didn't know where it came from and thought my brother, who was right in front of him, was saying it.
Yeah.
And just started staring at him awkwardly, like, what the fuck? And then he couldn't get out of the elevator quick enough. I was telling Aunt during the break, though, I go to the museum a lot. When you have people coming into New York, you got things to do. It's in the area. I got the kids,
Right.
And,
do they like it, the kids?
Oh, God, I like it.
Yeah.
I see those. I see those dinosaurs every fucking time, and it's awe-inspiring every time. I'm never bored of it.
Yeah. I still love that shit. As a kid,
you should go.
I probably should. I would like that. I think the last time I went was fucking like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Those dinosaurs are a lot older now. You're 60,582,010 today. Happy birthday.
You can't wrap your head around it. You're looking at stuff that's millions of years old.
Wasn't the Jurassic era alone? How long did dinosaurs run around and fuck everything up for?
Over 2 million at this point.
Long.
2 million? No.
For the like the T-Rexes and stuff, I think.
What was 60 million years?
Yeah, they were like around for a long fucking
Wasn't the Jurassic
time. They had a good run.
But
they started going away about 2 million years ago, right? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Who knows their history?
I know. I'm so embarrassed.
I think the dinosaurs started going away about 2 million years ago.
65 million years.
Was that how long
was how long they were on Earth?
All dinosaurs or Jurassic?
That's a long fucking time. I guess all dinosaurs.
So
65.
Why didn't the environment change for that long?
Yeah.
Meteorite?
That's what they
Asteroid?
say.
Which one? Which one is the one that hits the Earth? Asteroid, then it's a meteor, then it's a meteorite.
65 million?
I think dinosaurs were, I think they died out a lot longer ago than 2 million years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They died out about 66 million years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, then
you were off
fuck
like
me.
64 million.
They might have been around for 200 million years.
But when the beginning of the Jurassic era was 201 million years ago. They were around for about 135 million years.
135 million years.
Not just the Jurassic era.
They first started appearing in the Triassic period.
Oh, yes.
Approximately 230 million years ago.
So,
is this just off the top of your head, Sam?
Yeah, it's just,
what's the difference between the Triassic and Jurassic? Again, I know, but the audience doesn't.
Well, me too, I'll explain. The Jurassic era was when dinosaurs were the dominant creatures of the Earth. That was the 135 million year period.
So were cavemen around for the dinosaurs?
No, common misconception because
misconception.
No, we missed them by 63 million years.
So why do they always put them together?
Because it's fun that way.
Yeah, you got the caveman riding a dinosaur.
Dinosaurs were fucking assholes. I'll say this, though. You had 135 million years, and you did nothing more than eat lemons and berries. Go fuck yourself. Not one. They couldn't even build a hut.
That is odd. There was no fucking,
zero development.
Yeah, they didn't.
You think anything got better?
No.
In that 35 million years? You don't think anything got a little better?
Yeah, but
they figured some shit out?
It's silly to have them like driving a car.
Why?
Yeah, how about one thing that keeps the rain off you in 135 million years?
That is a long time for no fucking evolution whatsoever.
Douchebags.
Any kind of.
Doesn't that make you think a little bit? Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
How is Earth able to have one thing like that for 135 million years, and then all of a sudden it just it speeds up after that?
And we've only been around for, few
thousand
years, really, in our form now.
Right.
200,000, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I gotta talk to the other people out there. Yeah. Dinosaurs died off, 2,000 years ago? What is it?
Oh, right. 5,000 years ago.
5,000?
Dinosaurs and
last dinosaur died off in 1931, I think.
Yeah. Was hit by a bus.
Right. Right.
Yeah, if you're, God-fearing person.
Yeah, sure. Because the Bible just can't explain that type of timeline.
Right.
So they change it. They go, no, Christ was there riding around. He used to raise them.
He was.
Pterodactyls.
Like
Did he really?
Velociraptor.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And then someone's calling bullshit on the meteorite killing dinosaurs. Well, what happened? What changed that the dinosaurs went away?
They say the meteor. Fucking asteroid.
Who's calling bullshit? Let's hear what they say.
Sure. Let's go to James.
I believe the meteor, by the way.
James in Tennessee. Hi, James.
Hey, I'm going to call bullshit on the meteorite killing dinosaurs because we just recently had a meteorite hit Russia. Didn't do shit.
Small one.
Nobody
my
died.
God. Come on. Are you serious? Come on now.
Yeah.
You are really giving Tennessee a bad name. It was a little tiny fucking thing that came through the atmosphere.
He watches the news reports on Russia and goes, well, that about proves it.
Yeah. That showed it. They're talking about the entire Gulf of Mexico was made from a meteor hitting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like that whole thing is a crater.
All right. Well, the dinosaurs that populated the entire world. Why was it that affected the other side of the world?
It did affect the other side of the world
because it kicks up so much debris and dust that it blots out the sun. And the temperature changes.
And all the vegetation dies.
Yeah.
And these things...
The dinosaurs are cold-blooded anyway. They don't need to,
But they do need
sun.
They do need to eat, and they do need some sun, and the temperature difference would get you.
It's like talking to a child.
Yeah. Don't tell me.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Great.
Okay.
The great state of Tennessee, made to look like a bunch of dolts from that one man.
That's weird, though. Someone just wrote on Twitter that they ruled for what did we say, 200 million?
Yeah. They were around for 200 million. They ruled for about 135 million.
I think they still fucking ruled.
I think they ruled for that other 65 million.
They had that, too?
Yeah. They had a 65 million year transitional period. Things might have got a little shady here and there, but they still ruled, I do believe.
Is that the difference between them and us? Like this, they died 65 million years ago, so it took that long for the atmosphere to clear and for us to plop up out of the goop, out of basically Earth cum. We stood up out of Earth cum and just shook it off.
No, we were put here by aliens.
You think?
Yeah. They seeded this fucking planet.
I find that easier to believe than the fact that there was a god who looked like me, or like fucking Edgar Winter last night winning his fucking his sound award. I find that much easier to believe.
So I'm starting to feel we came here from somewhere else. We seeded this planet for whatever reason.
Well,
it just doesn't make sense, the whole thing.
If you think about cosmic goop, then we kind of did come from somewhere else.
Well, it's all cosmic goop, but the cosmic goop over here is a little more advanced. So those people said, let's take our cosmic goop. It's a little more advanced. We don't want to wait how long it's going to take to fucking seed planet Earth. So we'll take our goop and put it there.
Oh, it's like Prometheus.
Yeah, man, I like that shit.
Scary.
It's a giant terrarium. They're just fucking seeing what happens under different conditions. Like, let's see what happens when we put life here. And our time scale is much different than theirs, of course.
It's just
so the
weird.
billions of years.
Something just went off kilter. It's so fucking strange. I always go back to the point, like, we're not like anything else on this earth. The rest of the shit on this earth kind of is similar and work together. And then we are ridiculously more advanced than anything. And we always go back to what is the second most intelligent thing here. And you have to go with a dolphin or something who hasn't even figured out how to
hasn't figured out anything.
A cell phone or anything yet.
Yeah, how about making a boat, you cunt?
Right, do something if you're the second most intelligent.
Well, how about a tuna net warning system for you and your fucking...
That's the thing that always says creep me out. Like there's a ridiculous drop off between us and the second most intelligent thing.
That's why it's embarrassing to get eaten by a lion.
So explain that.
Ah, fuck, man. I'm so much smarter than this thing, and it's ripping me to pieces. But it's disappointing.
But how do they explain that? Through just God?
Yeah, I don't know.
God. The word God.
I don't think it's as simple as that. Something is fucked up out there.
Yeah, it is fucking weird. I was thinking the other day how ridiculous it is that, like, if you go back just a couple of 100 years, there's only drawings of things.
Yeah.
Like, there's no pictures or video if you go back a certain, couple of 100 years, a few 100 years.
Right.
There's just fucking, like, if you wanted to see something, it had to be a drawing of it.
And fast forward, like, I would say maybe 2 generations tops, those people will have their entire lives recorded.
Yeah.
It'll be just, this guy lived whatever years, and here's his life. Boom, if you want to check it out. You know?
Yeah. Everything we're doing is good. We will eventually have every moment of our lives.
Oh, absolutely.
And we will all know everything that
Future Jimmy?
Yes.
Nice.
I told you, we're moving towards... Kaku talks about, like, this planetary forest where everyone is a sugar cookie. We all run around like sugar cookie people.
Hey, is that Dr.
Here's my money. Who are you?
Here's my money.
I just wanted to introduce him to my family. Was the last one. He just couldn't get away from me faster.
Yeah.
Then awkwardly crosses the street. I'm like, I'm not going to hurt you.
Space-time bends when light travels here, and it's like if you had light in your bent.
Dr. Kako, hi.
Oh, God, don't hurt me. Here are my testicles. Oh.
He just gets so scared.
But you haven't seen it yet, because he lives in our neighborhood.
I know, I haven't seen it.
You have to see it to really appreciate it. Next time I'm going to film it.
Hilarious.
I figure, look, if the guy's done our show as many times as he has, let's bring it to the next level. I want to introduce you to my family.
Yeah.
You live right next door to me in the next building.
Introduce him to yourself first.
Yeah.
Where's my family? Right. Oh, who are you?
Who are you?
Opie?
I've been behind him in line at the supermarket we go to, everything, and he just fucking he's got the memory of a mosquito or something.
For real life stuff, yes.
It's so weird. This guy's saying everything we're saying is wrong.
We're wrong.
Okay.
Guess we're wrong.
Dr. Steve?
Chris in New York?
Well, all right, but it's not...
Hey.
Hello?
Yes,
Chris in New York?
Yes.
It's your time to make us feel bad about ourselves. Go ahead.
The whole Gulf of Mexico being created by an asteroid, that's a misconception, too. The asteroid hit in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Oh, right, okay.
I've been saying that for years. No one believes me.
For years. Oh, yeah?
So where's the Yucatan Peninsula for these dummies?
It is in the Gulf of Mexico.
It's off the Gulf of Mexico, thank you.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, but it's not the size of the Gulf of Mexico. That would
right.
be...
How big was the asteroid that hit that made the Yucatan Peninsula?
I don't know the exact miles.
But it is miles, right?
Huge. Yeah, it was huge. And the reason they know that is it was a certain element that was left behind by the asteroid that pretty much is all over the Earth at that layer of time.
Right. So what did they kick up in it? I'm sorry, but so the asteroid hit, and then all that asteroid shit kicked up in the atmosphere and then fell back to the Earth eventually?
Yeah, pretty much what Anthony was saying in terms of nuclear winter, but it's at its strongest. It's at its strongest levels at the Yucatan, so they pretty much know that's where the asteroid hit.
How long do you think that shit was floating through the atmosphere? I mean, that's got to be months.
Oh, it was years.
Had it for years.
How long? How many years?
Don't know.
Oh.
Does anybody? I'm curious. Dr. Steve might know if he wasn't busy futzing around and meandering to work. Yeah, well, floated. And it would sprinkle down like space dandruff. But I'm curious as to how long that shit. I'm gonna guess 50,000 years.
Oh man, probably longer.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe longer. 2 million.
All right.
What the fuck do I know? I'm just a queer.
Crazy.
Chris, thank you.
Didn't it rain for 1 million years or something?
What?
It can't rain for 1 million years.
No, it did. That's how the water came. I saw a special on the Earth. And
I just got to laugh at that. I'm sorry. I laughed at your knowledge.
It might have even been.
It just sounds ridiculous that it rained for 1 million years.
What caused the rain?
That would be a pain in the ass.
Oh my God! Umbrella sales went through the roof, Craig.
Wear your rubbers.
It was. That's how the ocean.
Would you like it if it rained for 1 million years?
Oh, it'd feel like Seattle or something. Take us out.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, after 2 weeks, you'd be really annoyed, and you still have pretty much still 1 million years.
Yeah. 1 million years. Yeah, a couple of weeks.
99,000.
Right.
Yeah, a couple of weeks as far as 1 million years go.
It's still pretty much at the million, and you're fed up.
Yeah.
Let's go to this Bible guy. We got to get the Bible people involved here. Josh in Queens. Josh.
Hey, boys, how you doing?
Hi, Josh.
Hey, I'm not going to be one of those modern guys who says that it's got to be 7 days with the Bible, but for a dumb little Hebrew slave prince writing that book, Moses, he got the order accurate at least.
How's that?
That's something to say.
What do you mean?
All of a sudden it's dark, and now all of a sudden it's light. The earth shows up. Then there's plants. Then there's fish and birds. Then there's animals, beasts, and then man shows up. So,
yeah, he kind of explained evolution.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Right,
well, for a guy who's living 10,000 years ago and has no clue, that's pretty accurate. It's pretty good.
I think most people could have figured that out.
Yeah.
Well, not
I don't think they were that dumb.
Not people were stomping mud to turn into bricks. That's pretty advanced.
Yeah, so he was...
Try to make bricks without straw.
A pipe bursts in your house, and you have Jerry the plumber come over, and he's going to explain quantum physics and mechanics to you.
We also know how wide the asteroid was. It was 6.7 inches wide.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's not that wide.
Pretty big. Anything else, Josh?
No, I had something about chocolate rain for 100 million years, but it's ill time now, so.
All right.
Why? That would have killed.
Yeah, I think it would have done.
I should open with that. Dinosaur sucking each other's wieners under a palm tree.
All right.
All right.
Bye, sweetie.
Let's say hi to the one, the only, Dr. Steve. Hey, Dr. Steve, did you watch the Oscars? It's all about Oscar talk today.
Oh, I watched The Walking Dead.
Oh.
And then watched the 5-minute recap on the Today Show, and that seemed like plenty.
Yeah, you really don't need to see all the details.
Well, the Twitter haters went after me because I was watching the Oscars instead of the Islanders.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Who cares about
to each his own, that's what I always say.
Who cares about the Islanders at this point?
I'm trying to get into it a little bit, but...
Jeez, you should abandon hockey because they were pricks.
Yeah, I'm not all in. I'm not back in.
Yeah.
But then again, I have a shitty team. If I had a good team, maybe I'd be back in. Not that they're shitty, they're doing it. Oh, whatever. Who gives a fuck? They are under 500, though. Go ahead, Dr. Steve. What do you got on this whole dinosaur thing, God,
Yeah,
and it raining for 1 million years straight?
If you're looking for the crater in the Yucatan Peninsula, just Google Chicxulub. It's C-H-I-C...
Chicks with
What's
lube?
that?
C-H-I-C-X-U-L-U-B, I think.
Hold on.
And that crater is felt to be the crater of the asteroid that hit the Earth that took out the dinosaurs. Now,
he spelled it wrong, but I found it.
The element that guy was talking about that was spread across the whole Earth is called iridium. And it
sure did. It got rid of him.
I like
If
it.
you go anywhere on Earth and go down to that level at 65 million years ago, you will find a layer of iridium there. It completely blankets the Earth.
Now, let me ask you, how far down would you have to go, and how thick is the layer?
Well, it depends. So out in Arizona, the layer is up close because of erosion and stuff, because there's dinosaur bones right at the top.
Oh.
If you go to China or something where they haven't had as much, you may have to go down lower. But geologists are able to look at these layers and figure out which one in each part of the country represents that K layer.
Wow, covers the entire Earth.
And what was that layer again?
It's iridium. It's a metallic element.
How thick is that layer, do you think?
I don't think it's very thick, because you're talking about an event that in geologic time was very brief. It may have lasted 100 years, 200 years, with the debris and the blotting out of the sun and all that stuff, but that's nothing in geologic time.
Wait, is that all do you think it lasted, just that short period?
Here's the thing. I think what happened, and I'm not an expert on this, but just from the reading I've done, is that the first thing that happened was the plankton in the ocean died. And that's...
Oh, boy.
That's huge because it's producing oxygen, and so oxygen levels change. The marine life, that's the bottom of the food chain, so the marine life starts to die. You start having a cascading effect on the food chain. And then on top of that, you've got this nuclear winter where the climate is changing, and it doesn't take that long for the dinosaurs to just starve out because they were so fucking huge, most of them.
You rock.
That, they had to just eat and eat and eat to keep these
bodies going. So, and they were a lot of the herbivores have to eat, a certain percentage of their body weight just to stay alive because plants don't have a lot of dense energy in them. But when the herbivores die, then the carnivores die because they don't have any other animals to eat, and eventually everything
goes
dies
uphill.
except for the fucking bird.
Why don't we have giant things around anymore for the most part?
Well,
there's a few, but
yeah, I'm holding one.
Why was there a time there were just giant things on Earth, and now we don't have as many giant things? Very few, matter of fact. Huh?
Well, it wasn't very. I mean, it was successful for a long time, but it wasn't sustainable. That was the problem. What you want is a lot of variety.
It was sustainable. They were around for 200 million years, giant things.
I know, but their problem was one thing could take them out, and that's why, it's
not very adaptable.
I don't know. I mean, we're in a world where we have a lot of variety of species, little tiny things and somewhat big things. And it seems to have been pretty successful in the 65 million years since the dinosaurs went away. So I don't know, man.
Steve, why do you think the little animals lived?
Dinosaurs.
Oh, God, the song.
He rocks a dinosaur march. What do you think about?
Hold on, Steve.
He rocks the size of a dinosaur. I don't
like this one.
God damn it.
You weren't listening again.
T-Rock, fucking T-Rex arms.
No. He rocks a dinosaur marching.
You herbivore.
You really weren't listening.
Dinosaur. What do you think of dinosaurs?
I was humming this as I'm walking through the museum yesterday.
Jesus, E-Rock. This is the part where you guys call E-Rock stupid for playing the wrong E-Rock is fat song.
Right. Well, he did.
And it's accurate.
And he's trying to defend himself saying I was listening. No.
You weren't listening.
Because we were doing the accent and everything. Dinosaur.
Yeah, you're futzing around.
Do you have the other one?
I'm looking for it. That's what I have here.
He was looking at his $1 million belt.
What are you doing? What are you doing in there?
Bikini pics? Virgil? Comment?
No comment. I was listening to you.
No comment.
All right, anyway, back to Dr. Steve. Steve?
Now, I kind of misspoke, too. The largest animal that's ever lived on the Earth is the blue whale, and it's alive today. So
running our board.
Jesus. But was it around back then?
No, because blue whales are mammals, and so they evolved.
You ever see
needed the money.
You ever see the video of the blue whale?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
I made one.
And they got one. They got one in the museum. Replica.
Yeah.
To show you how fucking big these things are. Ridiculous.
Hanging up
I saw a beached whale, a beached blue whale one time. I just walked up and slapped it and said, "Who's Mr. Big Shot now, huh?" And I drank Evian in front of it.
That's so cruel, Jimmy. So mean.
There's the blue whale in the museum right there.
Yeah.
Look how big that thing
Where's
is.
the song?
Holy fuck, man.
Installing it.
Yeah, I guess that. What year did they install the blue whale in the museum?
That looks like 19...
The blue whale in the museum in natural history was 1958.
No, I'm not believing that at all. That was bad.
All right, well, look it up and you'll see I'm right, and then we'll see who's acting.
Travis running down the hall.
Cool.
Oh.
Travis
hopefully it's
running down the
because
hall.
he has bad news medically.
What do you got, Travis?
What you guys want?
Huh?
Oh, of course. Oh,
nice.
Oh, he just showed you up, Eli.
Thanks, Travis.
He just showed you up.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is.
E-Rock is a dinosaur marching, marching. E-Rock is a dinosaur. How did he get so fast? E-Rock is a dinosaur marching, marching. Wake up, little piggy boy, and fucking take us out.
That's the one, Eli.
I know.
How did he get so fast?
Why did he talk like that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's my favorite, I think.
That is a good one.
When it was all said and done.
Dinosaur.
Blue whale installed?
Yes.
1969.
No way.
1969. That's it,
Look
huh?
like 69.
1969. Maybe that was when they started the process before, but 1969 is when it was installed.
Wow.
And it was based on a blue whale that was found beached in South America in 1925.
Jimmy was fucking smacking.
That's right.
What year did we stop living in black and white?
That's pretty fucking
69, 70, right?
No.
We've only had color for what, since 1970?
No, because they did this moon landing footage in color.
Wizard of Oz, I guess.
60. Oh God, yeah.
No, that was a fluke, though. I'm talking.
They just found it.
Yeah, it was
they were
they were experimenting with shit. Yeah. There's a fluke.
I would say the 60s.
No, but you're right. The fucking wait, the Wizard of Oz, is that colorized or was it always color?
No, it was color.
No, yeah, it was always color. But you think they were like, oh, how do we do this? I don't remember how.
Well,
I don't remember how we did it.
Well, if it was so terrific, why did they keep it to themselves? Why weren't other films made in color?
Gone with the Wind.
Those fucks.
That's
Fuck
right.
those
I remember
people.
having a color TV when I was 5, so that would be around 1960, 61.
Rich kid.
Fucking A.
Yeah, you're a rich one.
Braggart. Color TV. We didn't get a color TV until 1967.
You never had a colored neighbor.
It was stupid because there was only one fucking show that was in color, and it was Disney, as I recall.
Oh, the wonderful world of Disney.
As I recall.
What about Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom?
Black and white.
That might have been in color at some point.
Then they did the switch
the whole
over.
NBC Peacock just came out just to celebrate that they were broadcasting in color.
The following broadcast is brought to you in living color on NBC. Yeah.
Steve, you got anything else on the dinosaur thing?
Such a big fucking whale.
They were maybe developing an intelligent dinosaur before they got killed, though. The paleontologists, it's just a sort of a crackpot paleontology theory, but the velociraptors were getting bigger brains before
we saw
out. And if they had been allowed to go on, maybe there would have been finally a hut-building dinosaur.
We saw Jurassic Park.
All three of them.
I think we know that the Velociraptor was very smart.
Who gives a turkey?
Where Spielberg got that from?
Oh, based in fact?
Yeah, based in relatively educated conjecture.
Well, that place would have been great if fucking stupid Newman hadn't screwed the whole thing up.
And what?
How
annoying.
And what was the deal where they figured out that they actually walked on the 2 feet instead of the 4, or the 4 feet instead of the 2? Didn't they have to adjust that recently?
Oh, the T-Rex, they had to...
that was
they had
recently.
him standing up like Godzilla.
Right.
And then they had to make it where his tail balanced out the rest of his body, and, you know.
They made it a little adjustment, but that was only recently, right? Within the last few years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jurassic Park actually pushed that through. It was after Jurassic Park, and people were like, why is it running like that? Like a big dog. How did it become the bird? I know skeletally the T-Rex is now a bird. How did that happen?
That is a theory.
There were feathered dinosaurs, and the only real... If you've ever seen an ostrich...
I have. I petted one, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
There's pictures.
Yeah, you don't listen to the show. Jimmy told the story.
The only thing it doesn't have is teeth. And that's the big difference between the dinosaurs and the birds, is that the dinosaurs had teeth.
And they were 100 feet tall, and birds are shit. Well, you couldn't just step on a T-Rex.
There were ostrich-sized dinosaurs. They were bird-sized dinosaurs, too. You know, they ran the gamut from little lizard-looking things to big, giant monsters.
Was there anything that could step on the T-Rex?
I love
Jimmy's... an Apatosaurus, I guess, could have, but they were herbivores, so they were more likely just to get in the water to get away from.
And they were the ones with the teeny weeny heads, right?
Yeah,
all those giant bodies.
Giant body, giant
weenie heads.
Teeny weeny, man.
They had teeny weenie heads.
Yes, that's how the scientists explain it.
How big was that one compared to the Tyrannosaurus?
Well, it was bigger. I don't know the.
Thanks.
You do realize we're counting on you to be an expert today. Play the part.
Yeah. Thanks, doctor. How much bigger? A lot. A whole shitload.
Well, the Triceratops was used as a lawnmower. If you remember.
I didn't like Ceratops.
He was, and then he would eat the grass and look up and go, "It's a living."
Flintstones.
Yeah.
I hated that show.
Yeah.
Triceratops.
Yes.
Oh.
That bombed terribly.
Yes.
He said I didn't like it, and he tried.
Got a 0. Oof. Try joke.
All right, Steve, we got to get to Larry King. So you good
Thank
or
you,
what?
Sir.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, buddy.
I got to go get rounds. I'll see you guys.
All right, buddy.
All right. The Weird Medicine podcast on Riotcast and heard on this channel as well.
Yes. Well, just snake a tube down our nose, and I'll be there in an hour.
Exactly. Steve's got to go to the fucking Kinko's and get toe tags printed.
Oh, God.
Jesus. You run out of those yet?
Oh.
All right,
Saturdays at 9 p.m. when E-Rock doesn't run a replay inadvertently.
I heard
what happened?
Somebody called me on Sundays, Dr. Steve, and said that you had the same Dr. Steve show on the channel the last 3 weeks. Is that true?
I think it was 2 weeks. You'll have to ask Eric that.
Eric, Dr. Steve obviously has an issue with you. You want to address this?
Yeah, I already talked to him about this.
We'll talk to us.
Eric and I are good. It was human error. But
what happened?
I reloaded last week's show instead of this week's show.
Why?
Bush League?
It wasn't by choice.
But that's your job is to get it right.
I know.
It's an honest mistake for somebody the first week on the job.
Yeah, exactly. What else are you doing?
Comment, Eric? What?
Loading the rest of the weekend.
You getting too busy to go home and eat meat steaks?
Getting loaded for the weekend? What?
I meant to say fucking meat cocktails.
Meat.
Yeah. Steak martini. But stuff like that happens around this joint. Did you see the Jimmy Kimmel tweet?
No.
Oh, my God. Jimmy Kimmel was talking about Sirius XM and basically said that he really enjoys the music channels. Unless, a song is skipping for an entire weekend and no one notices.
Oh, wow.
Something like that. Can you find the actual tweet? It was brutal.
It's embarrassing.
He spanked Sirius XM. Oh, you got it ready?
I love Sirius XM radio except for every weekend.
Oh, every weekend.
When songs skip for hours and hours and no one there seems to notice.
So basically he's saying that it's sloppy programming.
I was listening this morning to the when I was driving into the
Why doesn't anyone notice?
The Hits One Weekend Countdown.
Yeah.
And they run this. It's the same 3-hour show the same way we do, but it's all weekend long. And the thing I was listening to, Spider Harrison said something like, we'll have your next big song coming up. We'll have your next big song coming up. And it was obvious that they had just left in both takes without... Oh, wow. It played that way all weekend.
And no one noticed?
No.
See, when shit goes wrong with this channel, the listeners get involved, they start tweeting all of us, and then we fucking all start panicking when our phone's texting people, and we try to take care of the situation.
Yeah, Dr. Steve's show.
Unless it's Dr. Steve's show where they're just rerunning again.
He's only had one show on the channel ever. E-Rock just plays the same one over and over and over and over.
Oh, E-Rock.
That's not true at all.
Oh.
This problem has happened more than this time.
Oh, boy. You calling out E-Rock today?
Well, not necessarily. I think last time it was Sal's fault, but I always seem to hear that Dr. Steve's show gets replayed constantly.
And a lot of these idiots that listen to Dr. Steve's show don't realize when they're hearing a new show. Because even Steve will say, no, this is a brand new show.
These idiots were right a few times, weren't they?
Well, idiots. And what's funny is that when this happened this weekend, everyone just blamed Sal automatically. To Eric's credit, he offered to come in from Long Island and fix it, but the show was half over, and it was like, just let it go.
Eric lives on Long Island?
I'm going to build a company anyway, so.
Ooh, all right. You do.
I shouldn't have said
Good luck getting the money.
I probably shouldn't have said that, but anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I want to hear this Larry King
Bye,
thing.
Dr. Steve.
Thanks, Dr. Steve.
Thanks, Steve. We're going to do that after the break, certainly.
Oh, man.
Yes, we are.
Robin,